everyone. Well, today we will be having our new topic to discuss. Very interested, right? But before that, let me introduce myself first. By the way, I am Vega Alcalispin from BSED English 2A. And today, I will be discussing entitled The Storytelling and Reading Aloud. What is story reading and reading aloud? So, the storytelling and reading aloud is an instrumental practice that can help the students to grow in a different way. This can help them to become stronger readers because they excel and able to build many important foundation skills. And also, introduce the vocabulary, provides a model fluent, expressive reading, and also helps them to recognize what reading for pleasure is all about. Storytelling. So, storytelling is an interaction between the teller and the listener. This draws upon other forms such as acting or interpretation and performance skills. So, while you are telling a story, you are influencing, teaching, and inspiring. This help also you forge a connection among your listener between your listeners to generate your ideas. Here are the importance of the storytelling. So the importance of the storytelling, the first one is entails the virtues from your listener. So there are people who love listening to stories and they like investing their adequate time for listening of the story. When you are telling stories, you are instilling virtues that they can carry with them with the characteristic and valuable lesson. Second one is boost of listening skills. So many students cannot concentrate listening for a long period of time, and they either join in or do more talking, or they use their minds, end up wondering else. And however, doing this storytelling with them can help them boost their listening skills as they become more attentive and more focused. Third one is fosters imagination. So when you are telling the story to your listener, they end up imagining the characters, the plot, and the settings, or etc. As their imagination will help them wonder what will happen next. Fourth is increases one's cultural understanding. Telling the story opens the eye of your listener to the new things, places, cultures, and traditions because it makes them imagine being in a place of the story characters which can develop their empathy when they try to comprehend their actions. Fifth is enhances their communication skills. So telling the story to your listener can increase their ability to express themselves and also encourage them to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and ideas. Do not forget to ask your listener some of questions to help them communicate with you. The sixth one is help sharpen their memory. So the storytelling helps the students to sharpen their memory because when you are telling the story, you can ask them to recall some of the details to see how much information they have retained. Seventh one is makes learning easier. Telling the story is one of the stepping stones for future academic learning because this is a good way to prepare you to a bigger purpose. And also this can help you to find a learning easy and natural. The last one is improve social skills. Through storytelling, the students learn how to pay attention and listen attentively to the person talking. And also they learn to be more patient as they listen to others speak. It also opens their eyes to other people's thoughts and understanding as well each and every person's opinion vary. And so the storytelling can teach children so many things about the world in life. But it also gives plenty opportunities to learn wonderful ideas and the things that they have never been encountered before. And here are the tips for the storytelling. First one is use your voice and intonation. The tone of your voice is important in helping your children to understand the story and keeping them to engage no matter what you're telling them. And also you can use your voice to convey emotions in the story by slowing or accelerating your voice. 2. Ask and answer questions. And number 3, include repeated phrases. So another fantastic techniques to get your children interested in the story process is to incorporate repeating phrases or rhymes in the story that they may participate in. Like for example, the story of the Three Little Pigs. 'Di ba? There is a phrases yung paulit-ulit yung lines na ano ba yun? I'll huff and I'll puff and I blow your house in. So ayan. Number 4, build on traditional stories. So you may use such stories as a starting point and change aspect to captivate your children even more. And try to include your child's name as a character. Number 5, draw on your own experience. So don't limit yourself as a source of inspiration for the story that your children will enjoy hearing, and you could also try telling your children a story about when they were pa sila, baby pa or even young na, 'di ba? Because most of the children ganahan sila maminaw og funny na story about sa ilang kaugalingon, 'di ba? Number 6, use worthless pictures books. So there are many wonderful worthless pictures books available that are ideal for encouraging oral storytelling by using pictures to tell the tale, and also encourage your children to participate by describing the location as well as the character and imagining what the character is saying. The seventh one is tell the story everywhere. And now let us proceed to reading aloud. So what is reading aloud? Reading aloud helps the students learn how to use language to make sense of the world. So it builds a classroom community around shared experience, develops speaking, listening, and attention skills, and widen the students' view of the world. Here are the importance of reading aloud. Number 1, develops stronger vocabulary. So the students acquired a language primarily through listening. Reading aloud let the students hear new words, new contexts, which should be other vocabulary. Number 2, build connection between the spoken and a written word. So when the students hear a words read aloud, they begin seeing how written words are closely connected to spoken words. So this helps them recognize the differences between the arrangements of the spoken language and a printed text. Number 3, provide enjoyment. Reading aloud makes them more likely interested to read because they enjoy hearing and being read to. Number 4, increases attention span. So reading or being read encourages the students to listen, pay attention, and concentrate. So number 5, strengthen and cognition. So when the students are always exposing to reading aloud, this helps them to strengthen their cognition. And number 6, provide a safe way of exploring the strong emotion and promotes bonding. Here are the ways of how to read aloud. First, plan enough time for each session. So about 15 to 20 minutes. The second one, choose stories or texts that respond to students' interests and experiences. 3, provide the book before you read it with a group, so you can anticipate questions or reactions. 4, watch your audience says. And number 5, read with expression. Number 6, build time for listener to respond along the way. Number 7, most importantly, have a good time. Thank you everyone for listening, and God bless.